Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna do something a little different. Let's dive into some stories where life hacks worked out perfectly. We all know the feeling of trying a hack and hoping for the best. Well, in these cases, it turned out even better than expected. Let's get into it. Story 1, the no mess pancake hack. This first story is from my friend who swears by this pancake hack that totally saved her mornings. She used to hate making pancakes because the batter would always make a mess when she tried to pour it onto the griddle. You know how it goes. The batter drips all over the counter, and by the time you're done, it feels like you've made more of a mess than breakfast. Well, she found this hack online where you pour the pancake batter into an old ketchup bottle. Yeah, you heard that right. You clean out the bottle, fill it with your pancake mix, and then just squeeze the perfect amount of batter onto the pan. It's like having your own little pancake dispenser. She tried it one morning, and it worked like a charm. No mess, no drips, and she could make pancakes that were all the same size. Now she never makes pancakes any other way. It's one of those simple tricks that makes you wonder why you didn't think of it sooner. Story 2, the genius cord organizer hack. This next hack comes from a guy I know who was tired of dealing with tangled cords everywhere. His desk used to be a mess of wires from his phone charger, laptop cable, and headphones all jumbled up together. Then he came across a hack where you use binder clips to organize your cables. The idea is simple. You clip the binder clips to the edge of your desk and then thread your cords through the metal arms of the clip. This keeps them from falling behind the desk and getting tangled. It sounds too easy, but trust me, it's a game changer. He tried it out, and not only did it work, but his desk looked so much cleaner. He never has to fumble around trying to find his charger anymore, and his cables are always within reach and neatly organized. It's one of those hacks that seems so basic, but makes your life so much easier once you try it. Story 3, the microwave cleaning hack. This next story is from my coworker who discovered a way to clean her microwave in under 5 minutes without any scrubbing. She had one of those microwaves where food splatters everywhere, and over time, it just got gross. Instead of spending forever scrubbing it out, she found this hack where you microwave a bowl of water with lemon juice for 5 minutes. She gave it a try, and when she opened the microwave, all the grime had loosened up from the steam. She just wiped everything down with a cloth, and it looked brand new. No chemicals, no hard work, just a little steam and lemon juice, and her microwave was spotless. She swears by it now and says it's the easiest way to keep her microwave clean. Story 4, that's the microwave cleaning hack. Tired of scrubbing a grimy microwave? Instead of using harsh chemicals, try this simple trick. Fill a microwave wave safe bowl with water and a few slices of lemon. Microwave on high for a few minutes. The steam and lemon juice will loosen stubborn food splatters, making cleanup a breeze. Story 5, the DIY raised bed garden. This story comes from my neighbor who wanted to grow her own vegetables but didn't have much space in her yard. She found this hack online where you can create a DIY raised garden bed using cinder blocks and a little bit of soil. It was supposed to be an easy way to start a small garden without needing a ton of space or fancy equipment. So she went to a hardware store, grabbed some cinder blocks, and set up a small rectangular bed in her backyard. She filled it with soil, planted some herbs and vegetables, and hoped for the best. A few weeks later, she had a flourishing little garden with fresh tomatoes, basil, and lettuce. Not only did the hack work, but it was affordable and perfect for her small space. Now she's hooked on gardening, and that little DIY bed has turned into a passion project for her. Story 6, the perfect boiled eggs hack. This final story comes from someone who could never get boiled eggs just right. They were either overcooked with that gray ring around the yolk or too soft and runny in the middle. Then she found a hack that promised perfect boiled eggs every time. The trick? You bring your water to a boil, lower the heat, and let the eggs simmer for exactly 9 minutes. After that, you dunk them in an ice bath to stop the cooking. It sounded simple enough, so she gave it a shot. And guess what? It worked like magic. The eggs were perfectly cooked, with a soft but fully set yolk and no weird discoloration. She said it's now her go-to method for making boiled eggs, and she even started meal prepping them for the week because they turn out so perfectly every time. Story 7, the phone charger. Hack. Sick of your phone charger constantly getting tangled? Use a binder clip to keep your cords organized. Attach the clip to the edge of your desk or nightstand and thread your cords through the arms. It's a simple solution that can save you time and frustration. Story 8, The quick fix for scratched furniture. This next story comes from a friend who had this old wooden table that had seen better days. It had scratches all over the surface, and no matter what she tried, she couldn't get rid of them. Then she found a hack online that involved rubbing walnuts into the scratches. At first, it sounded ridiculous, but she figured she'd give it a try before spending money on a new table. She rubbed the walnut meat into the scratches, and like magic, they started to disappear. The oils from the walnut helped to fill in the scratches, and the table looked almost brand new. She couldn't believe how well it worked, and now she uses the trick on all her wooden furniture. Story 9. The travel packing hack. This one comes from a buddy who used to overpack for every trip. He'd always end up with a suitcase that barely closed, and clothes that were wrinkled by the time he got to his destination. Then he came across a hack where you roll your clothes instead of folding them, and he decided to give it a try. Not only did rolling his clothes save space in his suitcase, but when he unpacked, everything was wrinkle-free. He even managed to fit an extra pair of shoes in his bag. Now he swears by the rolling method every time he travels, and packing is no longer a stressful experience. Story 10. The homemade window cleaner. This last story comes from my aunt, who was tired of using expensive window cleaners that never seemed to work as well as she hoped. She found a DIY cleaner recipe online that used just vinegar, water, and a little bit of dish soap. She mixed it up in a spray bottle, gave it a try, and was blown away by how well it worked. Her windows were spotless, streak-free, and it cost next to nothing to make. Now she keeps a bottle of it on hand all the time and swears she'll never go back to store-bought cleaners again. Story 11. The DIY raised garden bed. Dreaming of a fresh homegrown garden, but short on space? Consider creating a DIY raised garden bed. This simple project involves stacking bricks, wood planks, or even old pallets to form a raised structure. Fill it with nutrient-rich soil, and you've got a perfect spot for planting herbs, vegetables, or flowers. The raised design offers several advantages. Improved drainage. Raised beds prevent waterlogging, ensuring healthy root growth. Pest control. The raised structure can deter pests like slugs and snails. Accessibility. Gardening in raised beds is easy on your back and knees, making it ideal for people with limited mobility. Customization. You can design your raised bed to fit your space and style, whether you prefer a sleek, modern look or a rustic farmhouse feel. Story 12. The natural mosquito repellent. Tired of battling pesky mosquitoes? Instead of relying on harsh chemicals, create your own natural repellent. Combine essential oils like citronella, lavender, and eucalyptus in a spray bottle filled with water. Mist the solution on your skin or clothing for a refreshing and effective way to keep bugs at bay. For added protection, you can also plant mosquito-repelling plants near your outdoor living spaces. Examples include marigolds, basil, and catnip. The strong scents emitted by these plants can deter mosquitoes and other insects. Story 13. The DIY air freshener. Want to freshen up your home without harsh chemicals? Create your own natural air freshener using essential oils and water. Simply add a few drops of your preferred essential oils to a spray bottle filled with water. Give it a good shake and spritz throughout your home. For a more long-lasting scent, soak cotton balls in the mixture and place them in bowls or sachets around your house. You can even create customized blends by combining different essential oils to suit your personal preferences. Story 14. The quickest way to peel garlic. Peeling garlic can be a tedious task, but there's a quick and easy way to do it. Simply place a whole garlic bulb in a microwave-safe bowl and microwave it on high for 20 to 30 seconds. The heat will loosen the clothes, making them much easier to peel. For an even faster method, try soaking the garlic bulb in a bowl of cold water for a few minutes before peeling. The water will help to soften the cloves and make them easier to separate from the skin. Story 15. The reusable coffee filter hack. Instead of throwing away used coffee filters, repurpose them as seed starters. Fill the filters with potting mix, plant your seeds, and place them in a tray. Once the seedlings are established, you can transplant them directly into your garden without disturbing the roots. Coffee filters are an ideal material for seed starting because they provide good drainage while still retaining moisture. They are also biodegradable, making them an eco-friendly choice. Story 16. The DIY cleaning paste. For a versatile cleaning solution that's both effective and eco-friendly, make your own cleaning paste. Mix baking soda with a small amount of water to form a thick paste. Use it to scrub away grime, grease, and stains on surfaces like countertops, sinks, appliances, and even your oven. For a more abrasive scrub, add a bit of salt to the paste. For a gentler cleaning solution, use white vinegar instead of water. Story saying, the quickest way to defrost meat. Need to defrost meat quickly. Place the frozen meat in a sealed plastic bag and submerge it in a bowl of cold water. The cold water will help to thaw the meat evenly and safely without compromising its quality. For even faster defrosting, try using the defrost setting on your microwave. However, be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully to avoid overcooking the meat. And that's it for today's episode. Sometimes life hacks really do make life easier, and in these cases, they went off without a hitch. If you've got a life hack that worked out for you, let me know in the comments. I'm always on the lookout for new tips and tricks to try out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. See you next.